all that stuff. So it's always good to touch base between series, and it's beneficial.
How is the communication with Riley?
Fantastic. Coach is so great during the game. He has such a good feel for calling plays, and he's real open to suggestions, and it was a good report.
Red zone, obviously an issue for you guys. How is the mentality? I mean, how are these guys going to bounce back?
Oh, bounce back easy from a 29-14 win. There's not much bouncing. That's really good. It's hard to win a football game. No matter what level it is, it's hard to win, and score 29 points and to win like we did, overcoming a lot of things. You know, we were at some situations 3rd and 30, 2nd and 28, and we ended up scoring points on those drives. So the guys really battled after putting themselves in some tough situations, and we got to score more points. And the guys know that it could have been a lot more if we scored some touchdowns in there, and the score would have been a lot more.
What's your initial thoughts on Hawaii's defense, John?
Well, it's a good football team. It's a challenging scheme. They have good players. We're going to have to play very well. We have to be on top of all the different fronts they play. We have to be on top of all the different blitzes and the different coverages. And we have to be spot on in our defensive identification and our execution.
Do you look more at the Utah State film from last year or the game Saturday, or both?
Well, you got to look at both because the two things you have to do when you're evaluating a defense is the scheme and then the personnel.
Yeah.
And having to look at Utah State plus our game with them last year and their stuff this year, what it does is it gives you the personnel, and then it also gives you all those more plays of all the scheme stuff that they did last year when the defensive coordinator was at Utah State. So you got to look at both, and you got to look at everything.
They blitz a lot. They bring pressure.
They do pressure, and they bring a variety of pressures, and we got to be on top of when they're doing that, how they're doing it, and we'll be ready.